Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, very good to see you tonight. A new CBS poll may give the president something to consider tonight. Listen to this. If the conflict lasts days or weeks, like the president has said, essentially it will, 76% of Americans approve it. If it goes longer, then the approval begins to trickle down to 46% months, 13% for years. Not sure, don't know what zip code they live in, 37%. And a brand new Fox poll has a 50% approval on the strikes. So what does that tell you? Given what the president said, we've already knocked out so much of their capability. It looks like this is just a wrap-up mission at this point.
And when you listen to Secretary Rubio and Secretary Hegseth, which we did today, Laura, they are specific about what they're going to accomplish. Take out these launchers, take out the Navy, take out the capability, and then to the Iranian people, here you go. Here is your shot at democracy. And the good thing for us, you have thousands of Americans that have been killed by these Iranian proxies and the terrorist organizations. And to bring peace to the Middle East, and also this is peace for us here. That is what people are wanting to see. This weekend in Tennessee, people were saying, Marsha, tell the president we are with him. We support him. The reign of terror is gone. The Ayatollah is dead. This is a good thing.
Well, his son, remember the Wicked Witch of the West? She's worse than the other one. The Wicked Witch of the East. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Well, the son of Khamenei is now, they're thinking, the next one, although they seem to, that's being floated. There are a lot of names being floated. Right. But the president said today, and I don't know if we have the soundbite, but he said today, one of the worst things that could result here is a regime comes into power that's worse than the other one. But, I mean, it's not good. We'd like a democratically elected leader who has Western interests and so forth. Reza Pahlavi's out there. Other people are out there.
Yeah.
However, that's not what this is about. Regime change would be great, and we should be happy if it happens. But if we're there waiting to this for Iran to become like Tennessee, that's going to be years, and you're going to see what's going to happen to public approval.
Well, and this is about making that opportunity possible. This is about taking away the capacity for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. And the secretaries are explicit about this. Get rid of this capability that they have. Get rid of the launchers, their Navy, their military, so that you are going to stop these attacks from these terrorist organizations. Laura, think about what they have done in the Middle East, Iran, and whether you go back to taking over the embassy or you look at the barracks, you look at Cole, you look at October 7th, look at what they have sown in the Middle East and the upheaval they have crossed. Take away this capacity.
Senator, after the briefing today that you attended with Rubio, Hegseth, et cetera, Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal described what he's most fearful of. Watch.
I am more fearful than ever after this briefing that we may be putting boots on the ground and that troops from the United States may be necessary to accomplish objectives that the administration seems to have. But I also am no more clear on what the priorities are going to be of the administration going forward.
I know you're so nice and you don't want to say anything mean about anybody, but is he being truthful there? I mean, are you concerned there's going to be boots on the ground?
Repeatedly, they said there are 3 objectives.
What about boots on the ground? Do that first.
They did not talk about boots on the ground.
But did they rule it out?
They mentioned that there were not boots on the ground. They didn't have a plan for boots on the ground. But there is something important here. And Secretary Hegseth made the statement, we don't broadcast our military plans and we don't lock in the President of the United States. He is the commander-in-chief. And there's also something else. We do not need 535 commanders-in-chief. We have one. His name is President Donald Trump.
Do you think, it sounds like they're cheering for failure almost. I don't want to say that. It sounds awful, but whether it's they're hoping the stock market collapses or cheering against America or rooting against America.
Let's cheer for the USA. I thought that after the State of the Union, we were on a good track with this. This weekend, taking out the Ayatollah, positive.
All right, Senator, great to see you in studio. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now